Good morning, students. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to see lines on a globe from geography. Let me see what are all the topics we are going to discuss in this lesson. Globes, lines of latitude, lines of longitude, the earth grid. The earth, as we know, is a huge body. To enable its effective study, a much smaller representation of the earth was created. This is called a globe. What is globes? A globe is a small three-dimensional model of the earth. Just like the earth, it is spherical and its axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The axis is an imaginary line running through the center of a body, around which the body rotates. The points where an axis intersects with the globe's surface are called the North Pole and the South Pole. The globe has another imaginary running around its middle in the east-west direction called the equator. The equator divides the globe into two equal halves, that is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Lines of latitude. Latitude is the distance of a point on the earth's surface north or south of the equator. It is expressed in degrees north or south, depending on whether it lies to the north or south of the equator. As the lines of latitude lie parallel to the equator, they are known as parallels. On a globe, parallels are actually circles that grow smaller towards the poles. The equator is the 0-degree parallel. It divides the earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The lines of latitude are equidistant from each other and are drawn at intervals of 1 degree. The distance between two consecutive latitudes is about 111 kilometers. Each degree of latitude is divided into 60 equal minutes, and each minute is divided into 60 equal seconds. So what is heat zones? Parallels help us mark the heat zones of the earth. Due to the tilted nature of the earth's axis, there is an unequal distribution of heat and solar energy on the surface of the earth. Places that receive the vertical rays of the sun receive more heat and are hotter than places that receive the slanting rays of the sun. Based on the amount of solar energy received, each hemisphere is divided into three heat zones: the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. The torrid zone, the region between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, is known as the torrid zone or tropical zone. The midday sun shines directly over places lying between the Tropics of Cancer and Capricorn at least once a year. Therefore, this region receives maximum heat and is the hottest zone. Most of South India lies in the torrid zone. The temperate zone, the regions lying between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere, are called the temperate zones. As the midday sun does not shine directly over places lying beyond the tropics, these regions receive slanting rays and are thus moderately heated. The frigid zone. The angle of the sun's rays keeps decreasing as we go towards the poles. Thus, in the regions lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere, very little heat is received from the sun and they are very cold. These regions are known as the frigid zone or polar zone. Lines of longitude. Longitude is the distance of any place on the earth east or west of the prime meridian, measured from the center of the earth. Lines of longitude are called meridians. Like latitude, longitude is also a measurement of an angle and is thus expressed in degrees east or west of the prime meridian. On a globe, meridians are shown as a series of semicircles that run from the north to the south pole. Unlike parallels, all meridians are equal in length. The distance between consecutive meridians is not constant. The lines are furthest apart at the equator and they meet at the poles. The meridian which passes through the Royal Astronomical Observatory at Greenwich near London has been chosen as the 0 degree meridian or prime meridian. There are 360 degree of longitude, that is 0 degree to 180 degree to the east and 0 degree to 180 degree to the west of the prime meridian. The prime meridian divides the earth into the eastern and western hemispheres respectively. Let me see what is local time, standard time, time zones and Greenwich Mean Time, that is GMT. As the earth rotates from the west to the east, the direct rays of the sun falls on each meridian one by one. All places that lie on a meridian have the same time. The time when the sun is directly over a meridian is midday or noon at that meridian. This is known as local time. The local time is the same for all places lying on a meridian. The earth takes 24 hours to complete a rotation. That means it takes 24 hours to turn 360 degrees. It thus takes 4 minutes for the earth to turn 1 degree and 60 minutes or an hour to turn 15 degree. Thus, there is a difference of 4 minutes between every succeeding meridian and a difference of 1 hour between every 15 degree of a longitude. If all places followed their own local time, the change in time from one meridian to the next would create a lot of confusion, especially in countries with a large longitudinal extent. To deal with this problem, every country has a standard time. This is the local time of the meridian passing midway through the country. In India, the local time of the 82.5 degree east meridian is adopted as the standard time, that is IST, for the whole country. This meridian, which passes through Mirzapur near Allahabad, more or less divides India into two halves. A region that uses the same standard time forms a time zone. There are 24 time zones in the world. separated from each other by 15 degrees or an hour. Large countries with vast longitudinal extents like the USA, Canada, and Russia have more than one time zone. Both Canada and USA have five time zones. Just like different local times can cause confusion within the same country, the various time zones around the world can cause inconvenience in international dealings. To solve this issue, the local time of the prime meridian is used as the international standard time. Since the prime meridian passes through Greenwich, its local time is known as Greenwich Mean Time, that is GMT. IST is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT, that is Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. How to calculate time using lines of longitude? Since the earth rotates from west to east for every 15-degree movement eastwards from the prime meridian, the local time is ahead of GMT by an hour. Similarly, for every 15-degree movement westwards, the local time is behind GMT by 1 hour. This is because places east of Greenwich see the sun earlier, whereas places west of Greenwich see the sun later. For example, if the time at Greenwich is 5 p.m., then the time at the 15 degrees meridian would be 6 p.m. and the time at the 15-degree west longitude would be 4 p.m. Thus, it is possible to find out the time of any place if we know its longitude and the GMT, that is Greenwich Mean Time. We merely have to add or subtract the differences in the number of hours from the given longitude. The international dateline. Time, as we have seen, changes by 1 hour for every 15 degree of longitude. This makes it very confusing for international travelers, especially if they are crossing several time zones. To make things easier, the 180-degree meridian was chosen as the point from where each day is said to actually start on the earth. It is also the place where one calendar day changes to the next. There is thus a difference of one day on either side of this imaginary line. For example, if it is 20 May on the eastern side of the 180-degree meridian, it will be 19 May on the western side of the meridian. This line is known as the international date line. A traveler crossing in the line from the east to west gains a day, while one crossing it from west to east loses a day. What is the earth grid? The parallels and meridians intersect each other at right angles. The points where they intersect are known as coordinates. Coordinates give the exact location of a place. For example, London is located at the point where the 51.5-degree north latitude and the 0.05-degree west longitude meet. So, 51.5-degree north latitude and 0.05-degree west longitude are the coordinates of London. The network that is created through the crisscrossing of parallels and meridians is known as the earth grid. Thank you, children.